We are live. What's up, baby? Welcome back to Average Takes. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just get that off my chest. I've been a little sick. I've postponed a couple nights of the podcast, so we're a little late. But I've
But
made
we're here now. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I've made a deal with the devil, and I'm giving you a recap plus the picks. Hit the music. All right, baby. I'm feeling a whole lot better today. If you're new here, this is Average Takes. This is about as average as it gets. Couple average guys. Roman, me, Bob, Shenny, Steelers fan. Yeah. It's about as average as it gets. I've been sick. I feel a whole lot better a couple days later than normal, but we've had some great games. The divisional round did not let up. I know a lot of us real true football fans who bet the over in every game truly missed out this weekend after scoring the weekend before. Did you just dab, Trevor?
No,
Were you
the
an
dab
under guy?
the dab is not a sneeze.
Were you an under guy?
No.
No, I thought you were dabbing because you were Ben unders.
Could have.
These were some good games though. It started off Jags Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes banged up,
got hurt,
left the field. Chad Henne, the vet, 99-yard touchdown drive.
Wow.
Oh fuck!
Is it the year of the backups? Is it the year of the backups though?
We calling for Chad Henne to start next year somewhere?
Absolutely not.
Does that 99-yard touchdown drive affect Patrick Mahomes MVP?
Absolutely.
That was a revenge game drive.
Yeah, that was exactly what that was, Trevor. You're right. That was a Chad Henne. That was the veteran, absolute perfect drive.
Yep.
I don't know what else to call it because there was no one in the world who would have told me or convinced me Chad Henne would have had a 99-yard touchdown drive 10 minutes before the game.
Nope.
An hour before the game.
Immediately after Mahomes got hurt, if you would have told me, hey, bet you $100 Chad Henne has a 99-yard touchdown drive, I would have bet you that bet. I would have bet you that bet 10 times over, 100 times over, 1,000 times over. There's no goddamn way I saw Chad Henne having a 99-yard fucking touchdown drive. But
change the game.
The Jags had a total different game plan this week than I felt like they did last week versus Chargers. Because versus Chargers, it felt like they were down, and it was still pedal on throat, even though they were down. Like they never gave up, no breaks, all gas. Even when they were down, even after every interception, they were still like full throttle. And maybe that caused some interceptions, whatever. This game was different. Doug Peterson got out-coached by his former coach. And I mean, this game could have been a whole lot better if Patrick Mahomes wasn't hurt after middle of the second quarter.
Was it the second quarter?
Yeah, it was that early in this game.
Damn.
Was it?
I think Andy Reid tried to take him out, and Patrick Mahomes talked his way out of it somehow.
Well, Andy Reid stepped up and made sure Patrick Mahomes stayed out for a little bit until he talked to doctors. But this was a great game for the Chiefs win because it sets up a better game for this week. But questions are going to be asking: is Patrick Mahomes going to be ready for the conference championship? Because a week off. Some people said maybe he might be in a boot. I haven't seen any pictures of him in a boot yet, but I mean,
he's walking fine.
He's walking fine.
Yeah, there's video from his prep front. Yeah, full practice.
Wow.
Full participant in practice today.
This man is just another.
I just didn't want to give you guys that information, though.
Oh, you didn't want to share information, dude. You're such a fucking piece of shit. You don't want to share the information with the viewers, the listeners.
You're a piece of shit.
That's a piece of shit move. That's a piece of shit. Yeah, PC move. All right, but the Chiefs come away with this game, 27-20. Jags, hell of a fucking season. Doug Peterson up there for coach of the year for me, obviously, any time of the day. From turning the Jaguars around from 3 and fucking whatever last year to divisional round, only losing by a touchdown to the Chiefs. I know it was last second cover, whatever. You still had a great year.
Yep.
Great year.
Great year. I feel like you're a couple pieces away from being super good. A coach was a big step, obviously, record-wise and team-wise. This team looks pretty good now.
And don't forget, they got Calvin Ridley coming back next year.
Yep, Calvin Ridley coming back.
That helps this team so much too.
Crazy.
Like, be
that's probably the missing piece I'm talking about.
But with the progress that Christian Kirk made over the last, 6-7 weeks, and then you add Calvin Ridley to that, yeah, that's gonna be nasty.
Scary team.
Calvin Ridley's still young, and he was good before.
Yeah.
Betting on games isn't that big a mistake in the NFL.
Not good for the Chargers.
There's people that do worse shit and are still playing in this game.
You're right. You are right. I'll touch back later on the 49ers when we get there because they have an instant like that. All right, next game. We have the Eagles and the Giants. This game, a lot of people thought was going to be
a fucking smackdown.
Yeah, the Giants, brutal.
A masterclass performance by the Eagles. They had a week off. They sat, they stewed, they studied. They made sure they were going to come in to their hometown and put on a show for those Philly fans. And they absolutely did. They destroyed a division rival. That's for sure. 38-7 is a destroying. Backups were in mid fourth quarter. This was a great game for Philly fans.
They fucking owned the Giants.
As soon as Devontae caught that 60-yard pass, third play of the game, I knew Eagles was going to take this to the house. That was an amazing game by the Eagles, and Giants looked like they should not have belonged in the playoffs.
Jalen Hurts' first game since coming back from injury, and didn't lose a step at all. Didn't miss one step.
16 for 24, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and those stats aren't even that nice.
Put on a show, and it didn't.
But he looked way better than those numbers.
Yeah, if you watch that game, he looked way better than that. Eagles dominated that game.
Easy. Eagles O-line is so top tier, one of the best O-line in the
top
game.
Tier. And Lane Johnson's playing with fucking every injury in the book, it seems like.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to touch on was they say it's hard to beat a team 3 times. Not for the Eagles this year. They fucking destroyed the Giants 3 times. I mean, one game was close with Jalen Hurts, but a cumulative score, this was an ass whooping for them this year. I mean, shout out to the Giants though, because Dayball has turned that system around. That's another team that looked like ass last year. Daniel Jones, impending free agent, by the way, absolutely went off. But we do always say guys go off when they're about to be free agents. He's a free agent. Saquon's a free agent. They went off.
Yeah.
They might get deals. They might go elsewhere, whatever. Giants still have, that roster was raw and they went to the playoffs.
Yeah. Before this year, if you would have told me Giants make the playoffs, I would have told you hell no.
And the second round.
Made it this far.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They beat the Vikings after we all thought the Vikings were pretty good this year.
Yeah.
The world did.
Frauds.
They were definitely frauds, though. You're right, Trevor. Anything else to touch on this Eagles-Giants game?
Eagles are dangerous.
Eagles dangerous. Very dangerous.
Home field, that Philly shit. Crazy. Brock Purdy ain't seen no Phillies before.
Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let's move on. Since you want to talk Brock Purdy, let's skip to that game. Cowboys, 49ers, America's team loses it. And after a show out the Cowboys had versus the Buccaneers and how great Dak looked and how all the newly risen Cowboys fans this past week felt.
Wild how
It all
it's America's
came
team.
shutting down.
It's really America's team, and I love how America got just
Beat the fuck up.
let down and beat the
Yeah.
fuck up.
You know,
Yeah.
some people tend to let the mainstream media maybe swing their fences a little bit when
Oh,
it comes to determining stuff. But
Shenny, I
yeah,
think we have to say we were both wrong here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
were both
And
really
Logan
wrong
was
in this.
right.
yeah, the Cowboys, they're awful. I'll never believe in them again. Never.
Yeah, they're not awful. This 49ers team is good. That defense is really good. They're real. I think it's the best defense in the playoffs.
Okay, Dak's awful.
Dak might just
Dak is
be
awful.
pretty
Awful.
bad.
And I have a theory that the Dallas Cowboys are going to trade him this offseason and just ride with Cooper Rush.
Yeah, because Jerry Jones is furious.
No, not that. I believe when four quarterbacks in this fucking playoffs are all on rookie contracts in the final four, where every team really wants to be. If you can play for a chance to go to the Super Bowl, that's what you're looking for.
Wait a second. Let's not act like Mahomes doesn't have $500 million in the bank.
Okay, technically, it's a rookie deal.
3 out of the 4. Because Mahomes got the fucking monster
3 out of the 4.
contract extension. But you are right, Trevor. There is a storyline with teams succeeding with quarterbacks on rookie deals. Like it is a storyline you build while your quarterback's young and while you win then, and then you pay him afterwards. Kind of like what the Chiefs actually did, is they won early, paid the man. The rest of these guys are very young. I mean, Brock Purdy, you could kind of just pick out of the group because this man was Mr. Irrelevant and is a rookie this year. But I mean,
last pick in the draft,
Burrow are relatively young and fall under that category. But you are correct, Trevor. I do kind of think the Cowboys trade Dak. They have a lot of weirdness with their roster. I mean, Zeke gets paid a lot of money and is the worst of the two running backs. Pollard's a free agent. They still lack like solid wide receivers. I don't know if you say CeeDee Lamb is a true number one. Is he a true number one, guys?
He's a 1B.
He's a 1B. So, it's hard.
He's a 1 AA.
Like as a Charger fan, it's hard having 1A and a 1B. Because it doesn't really work very well, or 2 1Bs. Like it feels like Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are both 1B, 1B. We don't have a 1A, 1B. So it's kind of finding the player that meshes with them. I know a lot of people are going to be asking for DeAndre Hopkins and all this whatever nonsense. But I do think the time for Dak and the Cowboys to move on is now or never, because I saw some stats that showed Tony Romo's playoffs and Dak's playoffs. They're the exact same already. So, I mean, we could either jump ship now or you're forever riding this train, is where I'm kind of sold on Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Is it Dak or is it the rest of the team? Kind of.
It's weird because they're very record-wise, they're competing. They're in the playoffs pretty much consistently.
Year in, year out.
Other than like the Patriots run, the Cowboys have been there pretty solidly. I don't know.
Back in the day.
I'm talking about in our lifetime, in our 20 years, Cowboys have been in the playoffs, the last 5 years maybe? Division's been shit. Like probably the last 5 years they made the playoffs.
Somewhere around there. They've been pretty good recently.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But I
think you trade Dak and just Cooper Rush isn't better than Dak, but if you surround him with better tools than Dak, he could be better than Dak.
I think there's a weird way in this offseason that we could see the NFL have a crazy trade, like a 3-team trade. a
So
3-team, 3-quarterback trade kind of deal, like Aaron Rodgers to the Cowboys,
yeah,
Dak
that's what
Prescott
I've been hearing.
to
The Packers,
Saints, and then I don't know, Michael Thomas plus a jillion things to the Packers. Like, I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
It's just something like that I could see.
If the Saints are involved, it will be for Sean Payton, sorry.
Sean Payton, there you go, for the coach. I don't know. I think there could be a weird, wacky, because the 49ers are in a weird spot too, because they win this game. They're in the conference championship with Brock fucking Purdy, who has 11 games under his belt. He's undefeated 11-0 in these fucking games. The kid hasn't fucking lost, and he fits your system goddamn perfectly. And you have a young quarterback who's a year or two into his career. They have something to move now, because
49ers can be scary for a very long time.
Way that Trey Lance overtakes Brock Purdy week 1 next year. There's zero chance. Brock Purdy, you've solidified your job for next season already. You're this deep in the playoffs, you haven't lost yet, and you just continuously make the right decisions. The kid, he's not perfect. He's still a rookie. He might make some bad passes. He might almost get intercepted, but he has yet to really make the crazy mistakes.
Yeah,
I agree with you 100%. This game is next game is
already bought the ticket. I don't think you can't put him in a conference championship versus an Eagles team who was 1-1 all year long and say, this is your test. I think that he's already really won it. And then he might come in here and have the upset of the year versus the Eagles and fucking Mr. Irrelevant in the goddamn Super Bowl. Are you this might be what everyone wants to hear and see, is this storyline. But there's a lot of storylines that we could fall into. We could fall into Kelsey versus Kelsey. A brother versus brother has never happened in the Super Bowl. Yeah, coaches have fought off against each other, but there's never been two players that are brothers active versus each other in the Super Bowl. That's a huge storyline itself. Then you have Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. You have the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes trying to make like an actual statement in the NFL to take over dominance, a dynasty. You're right, Trevor. That's the word I was looking for. The Chiefs to build a dynasty. Then you have the Bengals. You have
Joe Burr, Burrow,
fucking Joe Cool right now. Yeah. Like the world wants to love him and follow him. LSU smoking cigars. Last year, Super Bowl, just lost it barely. This year, he's in the conference championship. He's building a legacy now. Like, now we have a storyline of Patrick Mahomes versus Joe Burrow for the next fucking forever. Like, there is so many storylines the NFL has, and I'm all for it, dog. This is just great.
I love football.
All right, how about listen to this storyline? Listen to this one. I just made this one up.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Hypothetically speaking. So this has to do with the 49ers, okay? So I keep hearing rumors that a quarterback who's injured is starting to recover from his injury and is going to start practicing soon. Probably won't be able to play until the Super Bowl, if the 49ers make the Super Bowl. If Jimmy G comes back and is ready to play a Super Bowl and the 49ers are playing,
I hope they don't bring him back.
There's no way.
Hold on. And because the 49ers are such a loyal franchise, injuries, you don't lose your job to injuries. So Jimmy G comes, plays the Super Bowl, they lose, all right? They lose the Super Bowl because they start Jimmy G. What do you do then? If you're the 49ers?
You fucking fire the coach.
Fire everybody. Everybody.
I might stab my own eyes out if I have to watch Jimmy G on a fucking duct taped ankle.
Oh my God.
Leg, whatever his injury was a century ago at this point.
If they take Brock Purdy out now. I'm
only watching the 49ers because I want Mr. Irrelevant. I am riding with the 49ers because I want Mr. Irrelevant. I don't want to watch Jimmy G. We watched him lose a Super Bowl a couple years ago versus Kansas City. That I don't want to see the same thing play out. I don't want to watch Kansas City versus 49ers. Jimmy G start. Oh, Jimmy G's he's gonna revenge. 42-3. Like, no.
I can also see though Purdy getting the Super Bowl, and that's when his collapse happens or his drop off, which is be a bad time. But I can see that happening. And then what do you do if your quarterback's playing bad? Who's like got you here? I don't know.
Did he win?
Not yet.
Well, in this situation, like
in your storyline, did he win?
He lost.
That game didn't finish yet. That was a halftime game.
At halftime he started going down.
Oh, are you shitting me? Are you kidding me?
Oh, you got to add some more to the storyline. I still don't. I mean, unless Jimmy G's on the bench and Brock Purdy's thrown 2 interceptions going into halftime, I'm not making a change.
But as a 49ers fan, this is what I'm thinking. Because what if Purdy gets you Super Bowl and then he loses? Is he still the golden child? Is he still that dude?
Yes. He got you to the Super Bowl. I mean, yes, he's that dude. I think even if he loses in the conference championship, he's that dude next year.
10 straight is amazing for the last pick in the draft. I mean,
this offseason, you have to move on. This team is sold. You are Brock Purdy. You have the NFL is going to probably tell them you have to get rid of Trey Lance because this is the storyline we fucking want. Yep. This is the storyline. NFL's been dying. The last pick has been named Mr. Irrelevant for how long? They've been dying for this fucking to happen. The NFL's been dying for Mr. Irrelevant to be this fucking good. And Brock Purdy's this fucking good. There's no way you can let this fucking storyline die, dude. There is no way. I don't even know how long Mr. Irrelevant's been the name of the pick, but they've been waiting. This has been all in the chamber. Like NFL's like, ha ha.
Reel it in.
We got it. Like
it's so crazy because it's just weird. The way that I picture him and like this whole situation, if you put Purdy on the Bengals, if you put Purdy on the Eagles, you put Purdy on the
any other team, it doesn't work. I feel like.
No shot. They're not in this chance. The 49ers are just the perfect situation, perfect setup, everything.
Perfect offense for him.
Everything is just spot on perfect right now.
He has so many weapons that he can spend on bail himself out with, and
it's not. Let's also give credit to Christian McCaffrey. I mean, come on. That man, ever since he started taking over the starting,
like I've said all year, he's back.
Oh yeah, like you said all year.
This has been a term in the NFL since 1976, Mr. Irrelevant. That's how fucking long the NFL has been waiting for Mr. Irrelevant to be relevant. I swear to you, they're not going to let this storyline that they've been cooking in the books for 50 fucking years die. That's all I have to say.
Love it.
I just might have to bet the 49ers. All right, next game. We skipped over Bengals versus Bills in Buffalo. This was snowing. I didn't even know it was going to snow, but it was snowing. And Joe Burrow and the Bengals do what they do best and take this game 27-10 in Buffalo. 27-10 in Buffalo. And Shenny.
Snowing.
All year long, you've been calling the Bengals bozos. They started off rough, 0-2 maybe. You Steelers beat them week 1. And since then, actually, I think overtime win, Steelers win week 1, and you've been calling bozos since. And they are 1 win away from being in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. And it's very fucking hard to do that.
And they won't, though. They're still bozos. You'll see why this week. They're the king of blue balls, man. They're the king of giving you blue balls. Oh, we're about to do it. Nope. Bozos. That's a definition of a fucking bozo, and that's what the Bengals are.
You're riding that train? You're riding that train? You're calling them bozos continuously?
I'm letting that train pass.
You're giving me Patrick Mahomes at home dog? You kidding me?
I don't know. I promise you guys I made a deal with the devil. Well, here it is. We've already recapped. You know who's going to be in the Champions Championship. What kind of freaking words are those? The Conference Championship.
Snap.
No, we're leaving that. The fans get all my words. Conference championship. Sunday, no Saturday games. Sorry, but there's only 3 games left in the NFL season, boys.
Thank God.
Holy
I hate it.
shit.
I hate it. It went by so fast. But I am excited for baseball season. Let's go.
I'm so excited for baseball season, baby.
Football's over to me. Dead. Been dead.
Oh, football's been dead to me for a little bit. But so if you weren't listening and you fast forwarded and just landed on this very second, we're talking about the conference championship 49ers.
This is average stakes. If you did that, this is average stakes.
Yeah, this is actually okay. Taking on the Eagles in Philly. You know, what a year to be a fucking Philly fan, huh? Be born and raised in Philadelphia. Yeah, the fucking Phillies go to the World Series. You lost, but now your Eagles are a game away from being in the world or the Super Bowl. God, I'm just mixing every other word up.
Why can't San Diego be like that?
Because we only have a baseball team.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, when we did have a freaking football team, why couldn't we do that?
They weren't good.
Because you had a shitty owner.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
They weren't good.
Who we picking? 49ers and Eagles in Philadelphia.
So
spread is 2.5.
Yo, the spread's 2.5. Eagles are favored 2.5.
Yep.
Wow.
Man. NFC conference.
I feel like this
my
game is harder than the next game.
My motto since this podcast has started has been defense wins championships. Who has a better defense in this game? The 49ers. That's a sign. Give me the 49ers plus 2.5 and money line. Sprinkle it down.
Wow. You're sprinkling both money line and spread.
Wow. Wowzers.
Fuck the Eagles.
Ooh.
Wow. Wow. So Shenny's riding with the Niners. What is that? The first time all playoffs?
Don't worry about what I do and what I don't do.
I thought
they would beat the Seahawks.
But we had the Seahawks to cover.
And that still didn't happen.
So this is the first time. I don't like you betting with the 49ers for the first time in the championship. I don't like that.
A lot of first timers on the show haven't gone good.
Defense wins championships.
I don't like that. All right, Roman. Let's hear it.
I like these teams a lot. Both of these teams. It's very hard for me to pick. I like Brock Purdy's story. I like this Eagles story. I feel like the only way I can solve this problem is by going with the best O-line. I'm going with the Eagles, baby. I think Jalen Hurts coming off a fresh injury, having all that break, his mind has been relaxed from football, and it's probably thinking on all types of levels right now. Last game, he looked great. They beat the Giants out of the water. And I don't know if the 49ers are going to be ready for that. Like we said, they only put up 19 points, and I feel like that is not enough. This Eagles team put up 35, and this 49ers defense is good. Don't get me wrong, but I think this is going to be an offensive type game. Give me the Eagles to cover 2.5. I like that. What's the over? Anybody?
46.5.
I don't care. Take the under.
I like it.
What did you say, Roman?
He said he likes the over because all of a sudden Roman, after being 14-4, taking the unders all year long, he's an overs guy now.
All right,
makes sense.
Roman's gonna take the over.
No, I'll take the under.
Well, now the under hits. Now when the over hits, it's my fault.
Yes.
I want you to do what you want. I want
to pick the under. 46 points. Like I said, I can't go back on my statement. They only scored 19 points. So
don't listen to your heart. Listen to your brain.
Are you taking the money line and minus 2.5?
I want the Eagles all the way through and the under.
All right. So I'm so glad you did that because I didn't want to make this a sweep. I'm with Shenny. I'm going 49ers. I love the story.
Island boy.
Absolutely love this. I'm taking
brother.
49ers to cover. This is going to be a great game. It could go either way, and that's why you love championships. That's why they have it set at 2.5 because they have no idea. I have no idea. And I actually think The under is going to hit as well. All right, next game.
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
I have one last thing.
One
One
last
last thing. When I see the 49ers walking out of that tunnel listening to Super Gremlin, that's going to hype me up like no other. Because I already know Philly's going to walk out to Meek Mill. So
yeah, and that song is the best
give me
hype
the
song
Kodak
ever.
Boppin'.
Our whole decade, that's the number one hype song. You can't
Let
say
me go.
no.
Let me get Kodak Boppin', Super Gremlin in that tunnel, and we're going to absolutely destroy.
Love it.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for?
Hold on.
Ready?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished when I'm on that episode before? Y'all thought it was ready? Come on.
Flexing?
Undefeated. You play that song, you know you're not going to lose.
I'm getting hype over here.
Come on.
All right, next game. We get the Bengals taking on the Chiefs in Cincy. The Bills didn't win, so they didn't have to play this in Atlanta. They are not playing it in Cincy either. I'm an idiot. They're playing this in Kansas City. This is in Kansas City. Chiefs are hosting this game. Bengals taking on the Chiefs. And this is a pick 'em.
This line says even right now, right?
It was -1.5 to the Bengals 24 hours ago. FYI.
Fallen.
-1.5 for the Bengals.
FYI.
Wow. So if you're an early bettor, you got Chiefs as an undie?
Wow.
If you thought his high ankle sprain was a true high ankle sprain, yes, you got him undies.
You got him undies. Well,
got him undies.
I will start. I will go ahead and start this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Bengals are 4-0 taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And they're continuing that ride. They have the Chiefs number, and they might be the only fucking team in the league to have it. I'm taking the Bengals. Give me Joe Burrow. Give me the fucking Bengals. I love it. I love that they're -1.5. I hope Mahomes has the injury to his ankle still.
Whoa.
I absolutely hope he has it. I don't want to see fucking the Chiefs in the fucking Super Bowl. You kidding me? I want to see.
You think the Bengals want to see Chad Henne? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
That was Chad Henne versus the Jags, his former team.
This would be Chad Henne versus Eli Apple. That guy's gonna get his mouth slapped. He's gonna lose some teeth after this game.
Eli Apple is running his mouth way too much. I don't understand him.
Put him on Kelsey and let's see something happen.
I do not understand.
Kelsey did request the NFL next year for new rules per the New Heights podcast. No free shoutouts. The NFL should allow one fight per game.
Like hockey type shit?
Like hockey.
That's fire.
That would be nice.
That's fire.
I also want to throw out there, this is kind of weird to my thinking, but we got a 49er versus Eagle, which is like kind of like a fight, and then you got a Chief versus a Cheetah or a Bengal.
What the hell's a 49er?
I'm thinking some type of gladiator.
Oh, it's a minor.
Oh, it's a minor?
Tink.
Oh.
It would have made a lot more sense if you brought that up last week when it was a cowboy versus a minor.
Okay. All right. Watch that idea out the window.
Watch that one.
Okay, let's delete that part. Let's delete that part.
But off that note, I am taking the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. I like the underdog here 4 times in a row. I don't like that. Travis Kelce has been playing super well. Patrick Mahomes, everybody thinks he's going to be injured, and I feel like he wants to defy those odds and win this game. Bengals have been playing pretty well, but I don't think their defense can hold up to Patrick Mahomes and his magic. And yeah, Isaiah Pacheco's been playing out of his mind, running like a champion.
Roman's rooting for a New Heights Super Bowl.
New Heights Super Bowl. Give me it. Like you said, never been some brothers in the same Super Bowl.
Yep.
I like that idea a lot. Yep. Yeah. Give me the Chiefs.
All right.
Well. The time has come.
If you made it
this far. Oh, the over-under. I forgot.
Oh, sorry. Let me check it real quick.
It was 47.5.
47.5. I like the over. Both these teams score points. You guys know that.
Bengals probably won't this week. You'll see why. But
Right.
the Bengals on a 4-0 win streak versus the Chiefs going into Kansas City. You know what? One of my favorite
And it's
sayings
in Arrowhead. I forgot. It's also in Arrowhead.
is. One of my favorite
Love that.
sayings is never twice. You know what never twice plus never twice equals? Never 4 times. And you know what never 4 times is gonna happen this week? The Bengals will never lose
Never
to the
lose.
Chiefs.
Never lose.
5-time bonus? this week?
Never. Give me the Chiefs. I love the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes' ankle is nowhere near being hurt. I don't care what everyone's saying. The Bengals are bozos. Eli Apple thinks he's won the Super Bowl. He thinks he's a 7-time Super Bowl champion the way he's just running his mouth on Twitter. That guy is going to get his shit trucked this weekend from Kadarius Toney because Kadarius Toney's just going to burn right past him. Patrick Mahomes doesn't even need his right ankle. He's got a fucking rocket launcher on his arm. This game's over. Give me the Chiefs and the over because there's going to be so many points scored in here. Arrowhead's going to run out of fucking fireworks.
Yep.
All right. My favorite part. Average State's Not So Average Parlay. Still giving you bets. Told you if you bet with us, won with us during the season, you'd have
You're a
enough
winner.
money to be here.
You're a winner.
I still got enough money in the account. So feed them to me, boys. Let's hear it. Your best bet of the weekend.
My best bet, and I'm just going to take it off the table because I feel like it's the easiest one. And I'm known for the unders, but I'm going the over in the Bills.
Oh, no.
Bengals game.
Oh, no.
Anyway, you can give me the under in that game, Bob?
Give me the over.
I think you two cancel out and you have to make a new pick.
Oh,
You both
All
have
right.
to make a new pick.
Perfect.
Both have to make a new pick,
Oh,
man?
dang it. All right.
You both were taking the same pick versus the same team. I mean, I had to cancel you out.
I feel like there's not enough bets for all of us to take.
I think you have to. I think you have to.
Can you get creative or no? Can we not get creative?
Okay, give me the Eagles 2.5.
I have a creative pick on my mind right now.
You have
Give me the
Eagles
Eagles
minus 2.5.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right. Well, can we get creative, Bob, or no?
Yeah, can we get like a touchdown maybe? I can give you one of those. Like give me a Travis Kelce touchdown for sure.
Okay, and Roman just stole my pick. Of course.
Oh, throwback. Throwback. Roman stealing picks. I don't know if I could get that this quick.
All right, we can't do that then.
Hold
on. Okay, then I go back to my first pick.
Give me a second.
I'll make mine a twofer.
I'm an old man. All right. Yes, Travis Kelce to score a touchdown.
Okay, perfect.
Bang.
Love it. No, that's my pick, Shane. You gotta pick something else.
Well, I ain't picking the fucking over. That's for sure. Goddamn sure.
All right. Next pick.
You go, Bob. I have 2 in my head. I'll just pick the other one.
I was gonna take whatever you were gonna take. I'm gonna take Cincy -1.
Give me 49ers plus 2.5 then.
No, ugly bet.
Beautiful bet. So
that's only if Bob wins.
To score a touchdown. My pick, Bengals -1.
Why don't you do money line?
I could do money line. I was gonna do -1.
Let's save the people a little bit of value there.
I told you guys
I don't like this bet. I may fade you guys.
I ain't taking it.
Okay.
You're not taking it? This is for the fans.
Rowan threw me off.
You're not gonna take it?
No, what the fuck? This is your bet.
He took my picks.
Yeah, I think Roman's been fucking this up.
Yeah. He's like, I went overs. I'm 15-0. Roman's like, I'm 15-0 on unders. I'm the unders god.
for 14 weeks.
give me the under, and then we get the playoffs, and all of a sudden,
I've been carrying
I'm the
I've been
fucking
carrying
over
this
guy.
wagon for 14
Touchdown.
weeks.
Over.
Touchdown.
You get a touchdown.
Over.
You get a touchdown. You get it over.
Travis Kelce.
Over.
Travis Kelce.
Fuck?
Travis Kelce anytime touchdown score. Lock it in.
Okay,
That's
so
the
that's
best
your
bet.
pick.
That's the only pick that's gonna hit. And that average takes parlay.
Okay,
so
let's
you guys aren't right in this.
Let's just go touchdowns then. Yes, Bob. Just touchdowns for the people.
Let's go touchdowns and I'll
conference
ride.
champion duel.
No, because I hate you guys. You guys threw this all off.
Okay, then I'll go with my first pick. Eagles 2.5.
I had already
Never gotta
submitted
pick
the bet.
something else.
I had already submitted the bet. That's why I said I
Okay,
hate you
we have the
guys.
ride then. I'm riding. It's already submitted. I'm riding. I have to.
Okay, you better ride then. I'm fading.
No, yeah, you can fade. You fade.
I'm fading.
I want you to lose money, so
That's fine. I'll fade.
no.
I mean, Roman
I'll
doesn't
go
win.
Eagles 2.5.
Roman doesn't win
Chiefs.
anyway.
Money line, and Travis Kelce anytime touchdown. That'll be mine.
That sounds pretty good to me, Roman.
Perfect. Locking it in now.
That's a lock. Yeah, bang that. That's a lock.
Thank you.
I don't think. How can that lose? Where can that lose? Where can that lose? Nowhere. I don't see it losing anywhere.
Perfect.
It would be a shame though if the Eagles win by 2. Would be a shame.
Would be a shame if they won by a field goal.
That would be a shame. You're damn right. Which won't happen. Eagles kicker can't handle pressure.
All right, nothing wrong with being average. Until next time, ladies
Like, comment,
and gentlemen,
subscribe.
good luck. Like, comment, subscribe. Love
Evan
you.
McPherson missed field goal this weekend.
Oh no, you book it.
Book it?
Oh no.